Right, hey guys, Luton here, welcome back for some more Space Hulk Tactics. So, a series that I have enjoyed so far from what we've seen of it, and it's actually been a little bit of a break, of course, because of me being away. But I wanted to get back in with this and continue on with the playthrough, and hopefully have some more episodes coming up for you very, very soon as well. I will just say that the next couple of weeks are kind of busy for me. There's loads of stuff going on. Some things I can't talk about yet, and other things that I'll tell you about soon. But some cool stuff coming up, but don't worry, I still want to crack on with everything, and once we get through the next sort of week and a half, then we'll be solidly back into things. But in the meanwhile, so let's see where we are. So, as per the campaign so far, we have entered the Space Hulk. We've had some contact with Gene Stealers, discovered some ruined Ultramarines, and now we're going to continue on through the vessel. Now, seemingly, through these levels you kind of have nodes where you're kind of exploring the Space Hulk, but not much is happening, so it's kind of a curious way of doing things. But I'm sure kind of as you progress through, these will get more and more sort of filled with contact. Brother Sergeant, we have finally boarded the Hulk. Our mission commences, and we must be wary of the danger that awaits us here. We'll bring the Emperor's light into this darkness. Acknowledge, brother. Right, so we continue on. Another checkpoint. Be watchful, might find relics or items of use. Allow nothing to escape your gaze. Okay. Remember, this is still a fair kind of like tutorial element to this. And through these sections here, we sort of... Annoyingly, I kind of wish I could click here, and it would just go bup, 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 and just kind of come through, but it doesn't. You've got to kind of manually click through. That would be a nice change. Because I kind of want to go like, okay, we've done this bit, I want to go to there, but you can't actually do that. But we're picking up all these components which we can use for unlocking cards as we go along. By the Sergeant, we detected a hostile presence ahead. Group of Gene Stealers. Seek and purge the Xenos. We will indeed. So you can do your squad management at any times. You just press T. Now remember, we unlocked the Chain Fist previously, so one of my guys has now got the Chain Fist. I believe it's this guy, Brother El Madriel. So we have him. Okay, so now we come to the card system for upgrading. So if you have a certain amount of components, then you can upgrade these cards. So essentially, this is what we see they've got right now. So he's got Faith is my shield, target terminate until next turn he gains guard. This one here costs 2 CP, target Terminator, his next melee attack is a success. Now if we were to click on this one to upgrade, then you can choose a new card. So basically target Terminator gets 4 action points, or until next turn you get 2 command points for each Gene Stealer killed. So this could be a really useful one to play at the right time. So if you had like an assault Terminator or like a heavy Terminator set up with a load of Gene Stealers coming at them, or this one here, Terminator gets 4 action points that can be used in a critical situation. This costs 2 CP, this costs 0. I think this one is probably going to be the more tactically useful because it gives us the opportunity to have like a big advantage should we be in the right place at the right time. But both of them are good cards. I'm going to go with this one. So that now unlocks that card, and then, you know, that's basically in the rotation. Okay, so let's move on to the next section here, the threat and the hordes. So it says this gauge represents the growing threat from the Gene Stealer's presence in the Hulk. Each time the squad moves, the threat increases. The events that will be triggered vary depending on the sector. A large group of Gene Stealers suddenly emerges from the walls, and the crawling mass prevents us moving forward. Can't delay them anymore. This confrontation is inevitable. Bless your weapon and attack for the Emperor. The objectives are to just kill all Gene Stealer units 12 turns. That's easy for me to remember, unlike the last one where I was so busy getting caught up in what was going on with the actual mission itself. I forgot that one of the core mission objectives for the last one was to extract the Sergeant. But I have to say, I dislike the way in which those kind of missions play out, where it's like the kind of or the kind of core mission sort of overrides the secondary element. So basically the core of the last mission was to get everybody out, or get a couple of Terminators out, or whatever. The secondary thing was to do the Sergeant. Well, I was in a good position where I could have easily extracted the Sergeant, but I had forgotten, because this was the case with the 2013 Space Hulk as well, that if you extract a couple of Terminators, bam, the mission just ends. So I kind of feel like you should extract 2, and then it should say, you know, your mission objective is completed. Do you want to continue? And then if you could, you would be able to extract the other Terminators as well. I feel like that should really be an option. Okay, so this is where on the squad composition table, now we don't actually have much to mix up here because we're in a very kind of basic setup, but later you could mix in, say, different Terminators if you wanted to swap a different guy out. You could change their gear or blah blah blah. So there's, you know, this basically gives you the kind of mission preparation element to be ready, but we're basically good to go straight away. Okay, so to begin, we've got to deploy each Terminator within the marked area. This is pretty standard. Still feel like I want to zoom out here a little bit more. So basically we just have to eliminate the Gene Stealers, not an especially difficult mission. I say that now, of course. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be too much. This is literally just a kind of sweep and clear objective. Okay, so let's begin with the Sergeant. I'm going to place him actually in the middle.
In position.
A heavy weapon bearer. And we got two blips over here initially. And further down here, those are sort of bulkhead here to protect us. I feel like the Assault Terminator's probably, or the heavy. I don't know why I keep calling him Assault. I keep calling him Assault because it's got the assault cannon. We could have the Chain Fist Marine ready here, and then we'll just have the other guys basically ready to go right there. Okay, let's continue on and see what occurs for our Marines. Okay, so first up, also I've got to remember how to play to a degree, because it's actually been a little while since I did that first episode. We don't have a huge amount of moves to make here. Probably we are going to have to open this door up, so I can probably safely move our guy down to here. Thing is, we're going to have to kind of flush them out. I don't think they're going to come just down to us, so we're going to have to split our units to a degree here. This blip is potentially very near, which is concerning. I'm going to have to overwatch this guy right here, the Assault Marine. It always can be a bit contentious having a backup for a unit on a corner as well instead of spaced behind him. I really don't know how this is going to go down. What I might do for now is move this guy to here and we'll sort of play it by ear. And then the Captain, I'm not sure, or the Sergeant even, not Captain. I feel like these guys can hold their own. I never especially want to split things up. I think what I'll do is I'll put him here for now. Just for now. We'll see how things play. Okay, now we're out of squad AP. This guy can move far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we should be okay. I think we're okay just for now, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I won't be ruined. I think that blip was a false blip. However, this is not. Guys, ready to play. More blips moving in. So remember, at any time you can show your objectives up here, and you can look at the cards that you have if you want to play a card or whatever. So we've got 1 CP here, Faint Target Terminator 2 in the next melee. We can also have On in the Chapter, Target Terminator, next shot success. Faint Target Terminator gets 2 in the next melee. Now the fact that these guys here are very, very close by is somewhat of a concern. So I'm going to have him interact with this door, open it. We might need to get some more points on this guy, because he's going to have to spend a fair bit to get into this position, but we kind of have to do it. Or we step back and overwatch, which is possibly the more sensible thing to do for now.
Yes, brother. Fear my thirst. Taking up position.
Might do this. I'm going to have to get some more points to overwatch him, but we can do that in a minute. These guys here are good. I can pretty much just have this guy shoot down here. TERRA! Yeah, get smashed. Luckily for us, that was one unit. See, this guy right here, he can pretty much hold his own right here. But what I might want to do is actually, like I said, there's no other sort of gene stealers immediately near to us. In fact, the majority of them seem to be coming down through here. That doesn't mean to say we won't have any this way, though. And like I say, you want to kind of have a bit of a backup. So I might move this guy here. It's tricky because with the assault cannon having a bit of extra range, I think what I'll do is I'll put him here, actually. Look. I'll move this guy up and move him to this point. This guy doesn't need to overwatch right now, so that's fine, because there's nothing coming. Then these guys here, you can pretty much always overwatch, but what I mean is you can overwatch in any situation. You can't always overwatch, but what I mean is it's never a bad thing to overwatch is what I'm trying to say. Like this guy right here, though, I mean, it's like, you know, what else is he going to do? There's on overwatch. And then this guy right here, he's got 2 to play, so we can overwatch him as well. And this guy's going to be the one we've got. We've only got 1 point left for him, so I really need to get some cards on the table in order to actually get this guy in the mix. So we could convert this one. This is +2 for next melee, shot success, or again 2 melee. So we'll convert this one. Okay, and then that's going to give me the points I need to overwatch him. Okay, let's see what occurs. They're coming out the walls here. They're coming in.
The machine spirit is angry. Stormbolter ready to shoot.
Unfortunately, the machine spirit is angry. Angry Dom. Okay, right, we gotta wait. So now they've ducked behind the corner, mainly so that they have a second opportunity, I guess, to kind of come in on us here. Now, I don't know whether they're going to be stupid enough to basically come into our range. But what I will try to do here is retreat some.
Yes, brother.
I don't think the Gene Stealers are going to be dumb enough to actually come into contact with us, but we'll see, I guess.
Overwatch.
Well, overwatch this guy. They shouldn't be able to get onto this guy here, I don't think. I don't really want to spend more cards out. This guy has got some Gene Stealers coming, but with their movement, yeah. I mean, again, though, he's got just generic points to spend, so again, we can just overwatch. I might start to consider bringing this guy back down here, depending on how things go. Let's just play it from there and see what happens. Nice. Okay, cut him down. And again, come on, buddy. Missed. Missed. Nice. Last second, shot to the head. Shit. Jammed. Chain fist him. There you go. They traded. So frustrating, you see, even the chain fist didn't save me there. But brothers, blah blah blah, managed to do a good job. Took down multiple Gene Stealers there, and we've kind of eradicated the blips that we had. So we've only got these other ones coming in here now. So pretty much we can probably just leave this assault cannon here to do his job, having due vigilance, and these guys here can just overwatch as well. And we're pretty much good, really. I don't think I need to worry too much with the captain even. Anything we could do is, depending on how many there are here, I could play a card on the assault cannon to make sure that he takes these down, if he really wanted to, so next shot success. But that gives you a massive 4 points. But considering all we have to do is eliminate, I mean, I arguably probably should have played that for the chain fist guy, but it just depends. We don't know how many are coming down the corridor here. It could be an entire horde, or it could be nothing. It's a big card to play for this exact moment, so I'm going to say let's just hold off on that right now. Let's just see. This is a fairly straightforward mission, so hopefully nothing can go wrong for us. Nothing can go wrong. See, now it's our turn. But we just have to survive. Our mission is kill all opponents. We have multiple, we got turn 5 to do this. Trouble is, if we have to push down there, it's going to be really not so easy. What we could do, though, is leave this guy covering and start moving up with these, which might force the others to flush out a little bit. Because we should be able to get around there in a few turns, and I would hope that they would at least react in that time. And if they don't, then we've just got to get down there, but... And I could convert some points into movement for these guys, should we need to. They've got a little ways to go. Let's just see what the Gene Stealers do this time. There we go. They've kind of decided. So what we're going to do is we'll close the net on these guys. Let's be ballsy here. We'll get them one way or the other. So I'll move around, get these other guys to come in, and we'll pincer them to the end. We've still got, well, we've only got 2 more turns. Anything.
Moving forward. Vehement sanguineous.
So we might need to play some cards here in a minute. These guys are very, very nearby, though. I think I'm going to need to convert this card here, that we can get some more points for the squad. Because basically what I want to do is, yeah, see, this is in the danger zone. I think what I want to do is move this guy up 1 and Overwatch. I've still got 1 more to play then, which I can play to... This is actually in a danger slot as well. Okay, in that case, I'm going to move the I keep saying captain, sergeant, and move the sergeant 1 more up so that he can be ready. Okay, we'll just play it by ear. Come on now. Right, we've got 2 to play with here, so it's not quite as bad as we had feared it could be. Right, this is where we could do with that. Ah, and they've decided to come this way, interestingly.
In the name of the Emperor.
Okay, let's see what cards we've got to play. +2 in the next melee. Next melee is a success. Yeah, I could have him melee. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, let's try and take him down. We might just be successful. Yeah, there we go. No mercy. Take him down. Get smashed. And all our fears were unnecessary. Good success, lads. Good success. Only 1 catastrophic casualty, which I probably could have avoided, to be fair. But we had success nonetheless. Kill all the opponents, 5 turns, got 200 components, and all is well. I probably could have done that mission a little quicker as well, had I wanted to. Let's go to squad management. Yeah, see, the interesting thing is that... this is it. I need to learn their names so I can kind of have a... Sergeant Daheriel. Brother Madriel. Armando. He likes to look rather swish when he comes out. Carnil. And Lazar. That seems about appropriate for him with the assault cannon. Get Lazar in the mix. But yeah, so even if your Terminators die, if the overall mission is a success, then I suppose rationalization, however you want to say it, they kind of, recover him from the fight if they're successful. Okay, so now we move on to the next section. We'll get this next one in here as well. Hulk is infested with alien filth. The filth. Countless Gene Stealers lie in wait for us throughout the wreck. Let us not stray from my mission, brothers. So we can choose which way to go. So obviously I think these strengthen up over time. I think that's the idea. Let's go up this way first. We've got 1 point to go through, and that will probably do us for the day. Gene Stealers incoming. Oh, but maybe they're not there yet. Huh. That's interesting. The Allspex device reads multiple forms ahead. Seek out and purge the Xenos. They're gathering up ahead. I see. So now we're trapped. So we went down through here and we're trapped. That's okay though. I want to cleanse my way through all of this. Oh, you know what I should do? Should save. Very bad at saving in games. Large group of Gene Stealers emerges. The crawling masses prevent us from moving forward. Bless the weapon. Find and extract a Servo-skull within 10 turns. And it's right here. The Servo-skull's pretty close to our point here. I assume extraction is down this way, so it's going to be an interesting one for us. Let us see what occurs. Will I succeed? Probably not. Not much to change up, so onward we power. See what nightmarish failure awaits us. If you've never seen me do playthroughs before, I relish my own failure as much as I enjoy my success. Like I say, if you've ever joined me on my live streams on Twitch, me playing games is not... I never really abide by this thing of people who are just like, you know, you've got to be perfect and flawless all the way through. That's not playing games. Like, I don't really go along with that. For me, any kind of playing of a game is about like struggle and failure and the horrible mistakes that you make over and over. To me, that's like half the fun of game. It's like, you know, you screw up again and again, and eventually you triumph. And look, you know, everybody's got different skills. Some people are going to succeed every single time and be perfect all the way through. That's fine, but for me, I actually enjoy the failure because it somehow makes the achievement when you get there all the more, you know, beautiful. So that's the way I like to play. Not the way I like to play, it's just the way I do play. Okay. So retrieve the object as we go. So basically here is our little Servo-skull. He's up in this room. We have a scorpion turret here. We have a console here. We have a shredder here, which I'm not sure what that is. And then this, I guess, will be the objective extraction point. So this is our deployment entry. Here. That's our Servo-skull. So basically what this is... Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this shredder is. So we have a control unit here. I don't really understand. I don't know what this shredder is. Not sure what that is. But this unit here will control the turret for this corridor. So I suppose once these guys have bundled through here, one of them can operate this to keep them suppressed while the rest come through here. Really not sure what this shredder thing is, though. Let me know what that is. Seems to... Yeah, it's got like a little... It sort of has fire. But I don't know what it is. Oh, a deadly trap. Here we are. So if you turn on the information mode, if you press T at the top, it tells you information about whatever you're hovering over, you see. So console, blah, blah, blah. So this is a deadly trap for any unit that stands on it for more than one turn. So probably we shouldn't go down that way. But that will be beneficial for us, I guess, for any Gene Stealers that are coming through here. Okay, let's deploy. So I would suggest that we need our more tactically capable units for headed through here. But also, I assume that this turret here is going to be currently turned on, and so we might have to disable this before we actually go through here, I'm assuming. Yeah, see, currently it says, if you look on the information top right, it says targeting unrestricted, so we need to wrest control of that. Whilst this here is... Yeah, see, potentially we could have Gene Stealers coming down out of here. I would suggest that's a good position for our assault cannon. And then through here we could just have a generic, so... Okay, let's start getting the guys in. Let's have... Let me think about this. It's going to be a while before they can come down there to the right, and also to this one to the left. So I'm going to put in the heavy weapon bearer last here.
Ready.
Stand ready. I'm going to have El Capitan. I feel like I'm just going to call him the captain every time. Is that going to trigger people very badly? Let's have El Sergeant. Have him be the holder of the thing. We'll have the chain fist guy go here.
In position.
And then we'll have...
Teleportation completed.
We'll have the lads do this other bit.
Ready.
Right, okay, ready to rock and roll. Let's get in on it. So, in how many turns? 10 turns. Okay. Begin.
We shall cleanse.
It always wants to go into this mode very, very important, I've noticed with this game, not to touch anything when you begin, because it's very easy to kind of misclick and just immediately, like, you know, lose control of the situation. Right, so we'll move up here, and we shall also... Basically, I want to keep one guy here on this cross section, but we'll move up to here for now. So I can move the heavy weapon bearer. I can move my chap here, look, through this section to here quite quickly, so he can make up some good ground already. So I've already got these guys in a very solid position, and then we can also, on top of this, open this doorway, because we're going to need to take control of that unit, basically, to get through here. Okay, so next up, Capitan. Now then, we want to be able to open this in our own time, but it shouldn't... I think we can move him to this doorway, and that'll be fine. And then I can move the other guy over here to secure... I am moving. Here we go. We can secure the Emperor's Servo-skull. Or should be able to. Oh yeah. Objective completed. Right, so we're good to go. This guy right here, he can open the door. Is opening the door a good idea? We don't have any blips just yet, so... yes? I could always do that and then Overwatch, which actually could be beneficial.
Activated.
I'm going to play a card. Do you want to play a game? Let's do this. And then I can Overwatch him immediately. Which I think is going to be worthwhile. Because then if anything dares to emerge, we'll immediately get a shot off on it. Everybody else can just stand by. Right, let's move. Turn 1, we've achieved a lot. Here come the Steelers. Another blip coming through to where the assault cannon marine is, and another one coming down here. So, yes. So basically, we need to get this guy through to here. This guy here is going to be contentious. I need to get this assault cannon marine on Overwatch. So I need to get some points from a card onto that to be able to play him. This guy right here, I kind of want to move and shoot, really. Yeah, I don't need... Basically, I want to keep as much space between me and the Gene Stealers as possible here. I'm going to have him step back and then do this. Well, he failed. But you see now he still has, because I did the auto move fire thing, so he basically still has got 2 points remaining. So I can now Overwatch him still as well. Okay, I just wanted to step him back because nobody actually needs to kind of move through here at this point, and it just gives them some extra shooting distance. Right, this guy right here, he basically has the option to... That's not melee, is it? Interact. Got it? Yeah, there we go. Right, so I'm assuming now... Yeah. Okay, so by interacting with that object, we've switched this. You can see the green icons, so now this is a safe unit. So essentially what we could do is I could have this guy either run all the way up here, or we step forward and Overwatch with this guy. We have many turns to achieve our stuff, but it can be sometimes good to be... Because I really want this door open, you see, so that it can kind of protect them as they get up here. I think before we do anything, look, we need to get this guy up to here. It might not be the worst to step him forward, the sergeant. And then Overwatch him.
Waiting for them.
And then with the assault marine, remember we need to get some points on him. So target time at the next shot success. We can get 4 conversions with that. Or, let's have a look what else we've got going on. We can just get 2 out of this. I think we'll just play this for now. And then we'll just...
Vigilance, brother.
Fear my thirst. Okay, yeah, one thing actually that bothers me a little actually is we don't see their names so much. In the 2013 version of this game, I'm going to have to remember who's who, because this is Lazar, we know. The others I'm going to have a harder time. Madriel was the guy with the chain fist. But it used to say their names over them, but now it just says heavy weapon bearer or like assault. Like it doesn't actually say their name, which is a bit of a shame because, you know, the individualness of them is part of the whole thing. Right, let's play on and see what occurs. What's going down? Right, more guys coming through here. The shredder is ready to be active. That's triggered when stepped on. It will destroy any unit standing on it at the beginning of each turn. We're back to my turn already? Huh. That went down quite quickly. Okay, well we can just overwatch.
Vigilance, brother.
Vigilance for all. Right, so my concern was getting these guys down here fast enough and out the way quickly enough that these guns could do what they need to do. Because this is the thing, it's going to take a few... There's a big risk here, if this blip is accurate, that we're going to be at threat. So we really need to use as many points as possible. I might just get this guy in position here. This guy here I can have shots at. Fear the Emperor's pain. That was for TERRA. It's glorious. And then I can just continue Overwatch. Okay. Right, these guys here, I'm going to have to bang the points in. This is going to be literally a case of just run for it, basically. Right, go. We'll see what we can do after this. Right, okay, he's going to have to open this door. Sergeant. Right, he's out of points, which is bad news. Now, we have several options. And I think the best option... See, either I move this guy in position, Overwatch. I either play very, very defensively or very aggressively. So, if we had... 4 points for this guy. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to where the sergeant is. And then I'm going to have to do another load of points to get these guys moving on. So from there, he'd have to go another 1, 2. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very, very hit and miss. I think running for it and then going defensive might be the best option, seeing as these guys haven't even moved yet. So what I need is to convert this card right here. We have got the CP for it. And then essentially my mission is to now cheese it. Right, so that's 5 movement right to there. And now we only have 3 left to play with. So we're in a very dangerous little situation here, but I think this is probably going to be the best thing to do. So if I move this guy forward, this guy's going to have to go forward 2 and that guy 1. Because if I move this guy forward 1... Oh, actually, wait. We've only got 2 AP left. So this guy's going to go 1 forward. Another thing with this game still is make sure you are careful when you click, because it's so easy. It's so easy to misclick in this game, and the 2013 version, both of them. It's so easy to misclick, and then you've wasted those AP, and you can't go back, you can't undo. You know, once you've secured it, you're done. Right, okay. So we've got those guys forward a fair distance. Not to say that they're not at risk, but we'll see what occurs, I guess. Crap. That was my big concern. I'm not sure how that Gene Stealer got defeated. Yeah, as I said, that was the big risk right there. The rest haven't moved in. The captain is gonna have to do a lot now.
Here.
No Xenos. Okay. Now he's going to have to secure this Servo-skull. And I'm going to have to get some more points to get him out of there. Now, can he not pick that up? Well, we'll overwatch the rest of these guys, because that's basically all they got to do.
Waiting for them.
This guy here as well can overwatch. He doesn't really have much to do. So I could again get some more AP out of this, just to give this guy a chance.
My honor is my life.
So I think he has to do 5. I don't know. So any reason why this guy has not picked up this card now? Or not picked up this objective? I see the Servo-skull there. Maybe he does have it just by stepping on it. I would assume so. Well, we'll find out one way or the other, I guess. So have him run for it. Wait, hold up. No. He hasn't picked it up. Unless it just follows us now. So we've retrieved the object, bring the object to the extraction point. Okay, well let's just see what happens this next turn, I guess. Oh no, it's on this square. Well, it seems to move around every turn. This is very annoying. There's a card here I can play to get a lot of points. Right, he can walk backwards.
For TERRA.
Right, now he's got that. I don't understand how he wasn't on the right square for that before, but whatever. Now he's got to go back down here, hopefully out of the range of Gene Stealers. Meanwhile, these other guys can just continue to overwatch, because the Gene Stealers are not even attempting to come down through to us. I might start to move this guy in this direction a little bit,
I am moving.
as he doesn't really need to do too much right now. Okay, let's see what occurs next time. Right, here they come. Now, luckily for me, this auto gun will cover... Well, at this point, it's basically what I said. See, they can always... This is why that... Well, two things. One, I should have made sure I actually picked it up the first time around when I went to retrieve it from that guy. And secondly, it just highlights again like how the Gene Stealers can move so quickly. It does always seem like the Terminators are so strong and they're almost completely like indestructible and they can just take on anything, but you can just see that these guys here are getting very, very concerning as well, because they are stacking up a lot of Gene Stealers here, like a lot of Gene Stealers. We're going to have some big problems here soon. This guy is now going to have to save the day. We have got the turret here on Overwatch, so it should be okay for that point of view. Let's move this guy up. We can still do this, it's no biggie. This guy here is my biggest concern, because having one Stormbolter cover this entire corridor is not ideal at all. Let's see what goes down this time. Right, come on, Scorpion Gun. Yeah, he's starting to try and shoot at them. At least when he shoots, it does kind of stop them, but if he gets a jam or something, we're in trouble. Now, is there a reason why? This hasn't shot at that Gene Stealer because it hasn't encroached on this space yet, that's why. So I'm going to have to play another card here again to get more points to ensure that this guy can escape out of here, which I don't think he's going to be able to. Shit, I should have gone for this guy head on. Because now, even if... Oh, actually, hold up. No. He can get through. So I've got the objective. And now I can get to here. And now the Scorpion Gun, if that Gene Stealer comes through, will take him out. Okay. We're still waiting for these. Now the Gene Stealer is probably going to start to push harder. I would have thought. No, still not. However, now we've wasted so much time pissing around up here that I don't even know whether we're going to be able to get to the objective in time. Let's possible, but not a certainty. This guy's going to have to... Actually, this guy can come behind this one, I think. I think they can move past each other like this.
Overwatch. Gateway. Vigilance, brother.
Because all we have to do is bring the objective to the extraction point. This is turn 8. We're getting pretty... We're going to have to play more cards now to just boost this guy's movement through here. But I think if I play all my cards and hold the line, we should be able to do this. But it's going to be a bit of a Pyrrhic victory, I think. Yeah, here we go. Okay, the Scorpion gun is smashing them. Damn. The fuck? Like, honestly, look. This is what I say when I say sometimes it's a little ridiculous with the Gene Stealers. All that time, and yeah, actually it ended up being a whole lot of nothing. Ridiculous. Right, this guy can keep overwatching hold. This has been literally the round of overwatching. It's just overwatch, overwatch, and the Gene Stealers don't want to play ball. We're going to have some issues with this Gene Stealer though in a minute, but he is not the main objective. So what we want to do here is, because we're very tight on time, I'm going to play this card, the Chain Fist, next melee success. We'll play this.
Fear my thirst.
Wait a minute. See, here was me thinking when they can move diagonally, but he can't, he's blocking. And this is why I say it can be problematic.
I am moving.
Shoot. He's still Overwatch though, so we're good. Right, so now we're going to move this guy all the ways down here.
Taking up position.
We basically just got to get this guy out on the next turn to complete this mission. That still leaves us with 2 AP remaining, so we could actually move this guy forward 1.
Yes, brother.
And see, he still remains on Overwatch, and then I can move this guy here, and then next turn, last turn, we can extract him. Like I say, been a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. Here we go!
Fear my thirst.
Take him down. Take them all down. This is the big risk with the Storm Bolter jams. Damn, this guy is going for it. This guy has got the rage. Okay, they're kind of coming down here more. Now, I could try and take this guy down, but we can also just do this. Extract and succeed. A little bit of a Pyrrhic victory, a few lessons to remember there, I think. For one, make sure you're actually on the Servo-skull. 2, make sure you know like where you've actually got to get to in terms of going back up through that corridor. So that one could have been a little bit cleaner, but success nonetheless. It shows sometimes you've just got to literally cheese it and hope for the best. There's a lot of risk and kind of calculation and sort of luck involved in this game always, but there you go. Anyway, hopefully we'll do better next time as we progress. Bear in mind, a little while since I've played this and the previous game, but hopefully you can join me as we kind of get a little bit cleaner as we go along through, and we'll see the next mission. So next time around, we'll head on through this section of the Hulk. We have 2 combats to do in the next one as well through this section, and then after that, we should be cleanly through right until the end phase, the first detonation. So we've got a few. So basically, this one on the next episode, episode 3, and then episode 4, we'll be moving on from this section. So thanks very much indeed for joining, guys. Hope you enjoyed very much. If you did, drop a like, tell me what you think down below, and join me next time for some more of Space Hulk Tactics. More 40k coming up very soon here on the channel. As always, I'm Luton. I'll see you in the next one.